Hey guys and girls, welcome to my first impressions of Labyrinth of Refrain, Coven of Dusk. I was thankful enough to get a early review code for this, so I can just tell you guys my thoughts and how I'm enjoying it. Right off the bat, I have to say this has been one of my favorite dungeon crawlers to play. Taking sort of inspiration from the Witch and 100 Night games, being made by the Witch and 100 Night guys over there. The Criminal Girl, I want to say it has a sort of pull-in from Criminal Girls as far as a couple things in the combat goes, and it slightly has a feel of Demon Gaze, which was another one of my favorite dungeon crawlers. What can I say about Labyrinth of Refrain? I don't want to spoil too much of anything, really. Basically, the game revolves around Dronia and her assistant Luca, who arrive in this town called Refrain to explore a mysterious well known as the Well of Calazo. After that, a lot of things tend to happen. You guys can actually see my first part of the playthrough if you guys want to see the kind of intro to the game from there. Basically, the game is, right off the bat, one of my favorite dungeon crawlers. Everything about it is intriguing. As coming off of someone who's played the Witch and 100 Night series and loved them to death. Now, I'm not saying there's going to be callbacks or tie-ins to the Witch and 100 Night characters and stuff to do with them, but clearly you will see some sort of similarities, some names that are used for certain things that kind of bring you back to the Witch games. Whether this is in the same world, I honestly don't know, but the Witch and 100 Night, spoiler alert, dived into a sort of multi-world faceted thing, which I personally believe is what's happening here, which I am all for, as long as I get to explore more of this type of area, this world that the Witch and the 100 Night created.
We won!
Now, the combat is very, very simplistic, if I'm honest, but it works. It's a case of, if it's not broken, you know, you don't need to overpower it with things that make it worse. The whole combat aspect of the game is dealt by puppet soldiers that are sent into the dungeons to basically do the witch's bidding. Yeah, we do witches' biddings. It's all about working for the witches. Really, really interesting. The story actually intrigues me. It's a sort of slow-paced type of thing, but it's funny. It definitely has a mystery to it that you want to figure out and explore, and it has you wanting more. I do have to admit that much. There were some scenes that had me cracking up, and it felt like a Witch game from the Witch and 100 Night, even though and yes, there's going to be a lot of comparisons because this is a game that heavily uses a lot of the assets from the Witch and 100 Night, if I'm honest, as well. It doesn't feel like a game, though, that should be on PS4. I think it's a case where dungeon crawlers are hard to kind of make look better, if that's a thing. Not to say it looks horrible graphically wise, it looks really amazing, but stuff like this in Demon Gaze, when they have ports on the PS Vita, it's a case where it's hard to recommend a $50-$60 purchase for it on the consoles. But as a avid fan of dungeon crawlers, if you really enjoy them to death, this is one definitely that can't be missed and should be picked up immediately. I'm teetering between a 6 and a 7 as far as my rankings go for this. I don't want to give it a ranking yet because I want to finish the game before I fully kind of do a dive into what I thought. But right now, just to let you guys know, it's probably about a 7 for me as far as how I feel about it. But yeah, this was just a sort of short kind of giving you guys an analysis on my thoughts. I am really interested in the story. I really want to find out what happens next, and I really would recommend you guys go check this out when it comes out on the 18th of September. Links will be in the description about a sort of synopsis of the game. I'm also going to have a link to where you can pre-order it. I recommend doing that now. There's some nice pre-order limited edition versions that I think are almost sold out at this point in time.
Let's begin,
also real quick, I want to add on to this that I also
on to the next one.
managed to get a early review code, a couple review codes actually. So I want to give one away to you guys for The Witch in 100 Nights. You see the comparisons. It's hard for me not to say The Witch in 100 Nights. For Labyrinth of Refrain, I have a code for the PS4 that I want to give away. Basically, all you have to do is just leave a comment on the bottom of this video saying that you want to get it. It is for the PS4, so you have to have a PS4 to play it. And I'll pick a winner when the game releases, I guess, maybe around there.
Let's begin, shall we?
But yeah, that's about it for now, guys. Look forward to the actual review coming out probably when I manage to finally beat the game. I like to have full experience, a full experience before I give you any thoughts, because I don't want to lie to you about this. I want to keep it fully honest and how I felt from start to finish. But anyway, I will see you guys on the next video. Bye-bye.